Hello friends, Music Man from his man cave, and today I just want to talk to you again, a session of stupid with money, because I've been stupid with money, and I just had a real temptation to go spend some money. Let me tell you why. And I was wondering why I did, and I kind of figured it out. Emotional leeches. People that really suck the living life out of you. Let's talk about it right now. Emotional leeches coming at you. Here in our state, we have what's called District Music Festival. And I'm a music teacher, so I get to play a part in this horrid experience for me. It's good for the students, because I love getting them in front of judges and them being able to sing and being able to play their instruments and being able to grow and develop as musicians. But let me tell you, for the teacher, it is the worst part of the year. And let me tell you why. The way they have it set up, you have to spend time around some of the most miserable human beings on the planet. They got it bad. They're underpaid. They can't make it. They bought their new Lamborghini and it's all the wrong color and all this stuff. They're extremely petty. So we had our meeting this last Saturday, and I sat there, and I always gravitate to the new people that are just the recent hires, because they're young and their eyes are bright and they're full of passion and energy, and they're talking about how excited they are to even have a job and all this stuff. But then you have the others in the room, okay? The other personalities in the room, and I don't know really where I fit in, because they were shocked that I was even talking this time. I actually had someone saying, "Ted, this time you're talking more than you have ever in the past. What's the deal?" And I was just talking to this young lady and talking about things, and giving her some advice. And there was this nice young black man, and he was great, and I liked him, and I liked talking to him about his family and about, he's looking for a vehicle, and I like talking to him about that. I do. But then there's the others. Oh, and there was a new teacher. Also at a local private school. Very nice lady. Very nice. But then there's the ones that literally suck the life out of the entire thing and out of the room. And you just don't want to be there. You don't want to be around them. You don't want to know them. I'm serious. You don't want to know these people. But they kind of dominate. Okay? First of all, you have the ambitious, overworking. It's usually a woman. I don't know why. I don't know what they have to prove, but they're involved in the politics of everything. They like to be plugged in to the politics of the music, all the music goings on and whatever. But they'll be the first one to break all the rules when it suits them. But they know they're plugged in, and they know everybody. And they like to sit and brag and talk about all the things that they've accomplished and all the things that they've done and all the things their kids have gone to and all the plaques they have on the wall and blah, 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 blah. Who cares? Because for me, if you have to toot your own horn, to me that says insecurity. If you have to toot your own horn. Okay, then you have the big, fat, effeminate slob that's a gossip. And whoever's absent, he likes to bring up everything he hates about them, or if they retire. The retired teacher he likes to attack. He likes to say that person was a miserable human being. I'm so glad they're gone. I hate him. He likes to tell nasty stories. He's effeminate. I do not have any idea if he's homosexual. I don't know. I wouldn't ask. Because he's also very temperamental, extremely opinionated, and he knows everything about everything. He is the expert. If you were a master in physics in the room, he would tell you how to do your job. If you were a surgeon, he would tell you how to do surgery. He's that kind of guy. He's just basically an obnoxious human being. He's single. He basically likes to brag that he's broke, and he likes to spend all of his money, and he doesn't care that he's going to be a burden on everybody else later on. He's like, he likes to say anything he can to offend everybody in the room. And those kind of people, I don't understand them. You know, and he also likes to brag about how great his band is, or how great his choir is, and and how wonderful his program is, and how that basically, and he comes from a tiny little town where I'm sure his band is just fine. I'm sure his band is good, but he just likes to, you know, talk like he belongs at Carnegie Hall, or he should be directing the master band classes at some big university or something, compensating for something. Okay, then you have the miserable woman, that she's petty and she's concerned about everything, the way it's scheduled, when her kids are going to sing, when her kids are going to play their instruments, blah, 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 blah. And she makes everybody know that she's not happy with the schedule. She's not happy with the rooms we're providing. They're not happy with the instruments we're providing. They're just horrible human beings. We spent $4,500 to buy a digital kawaii with wooden keys. You can't tell the difference with this keyboard. It is a nice instrument. I know because my accompanist is very, she likes acoustic pianos. She played it. It's the best piano. I mean, right now in our school, it's the best piano we have. Even our baby grand, our Chickering, is not as good a piano as this piano. But this woman, I aren't playing it. I will only play acoustic. And so that's the kind of day I had with these people. Now, I'm a pretty easygoing guy, and I basically just watched the freak show. I just described to you the freak show. Okay? And then you have these other guys from small schools that they're there, and they're bragging how they work harder than everybody else. How all the rest of us just don't work as hard as they do. They're the hardest working people on the planet. Guys digging ditches, forget about it. Guys running, forklifts, or guys out there crawling under and doing plumbing or doing whatever. They work harder than the President of the United States, because they have to teach kindergarten through 12th grade, and it's just such a burden, and it's so horrible, and I don't know how they survive between 8:30 and 3:30. It's just too much work. It's tragic. So we have decided to throw all these people into one room. Now, I try to detach myself and just watch the freak show. But we were running it this year. We're in charge. Oh, so much fun to be in charge. Not. The petty woman's not liking the pianos. She's not liking the this. She's not liking the that. The gossip. He's sitting there saying how he don't care about nobody or nothing, and he's gossiping about people and doing his usual thing and talking people down and blah 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 blah. And then you got the ambitious woman over there that's trying to tick off us that's in charge by nitpicking at every little thing, yet she didn't even bring her check to pay for the festival. She didn't even bring her check. She's all politically connected, all politically motivated. She has a tiny little school, and all the kids are in choir because it's the best show in town. She didn't even bring her check. And you got all this going on. And then finally, one of the rude, they're rich. The town they come from is wealthy, extremely wealthy. Okay? They, and the Republican, most likely Republican, she turns to, when we're moving things along, she turns to the band director that works with me, young, hardworking man, just trying to, where are we? What's going on? Where are we going to go from here? Are we almost done? Because we're going on 4 o'clock. And she turns to him and tells him to shut up. I don't lose my temper very often, but I lost my temper. First of all, I have to be around all these emotional leeches, sucking the life out of the room. The most pleasant people there were young and new. And it's like, I'm just tired of being around these people. These are the kind of people that if you met anywhere, you'd be leaning and trying to get away from them and just not ever want to speak to them. But they put you in a room, and I'd rather someone stab a fork in my head every hour than spend each hour in the room with these people. Not all of them. Some of them are pleasant human beings, but you get a really nice mix. The overachiever, trying to prove something, trying to prove they're the best. When they walk in a small podunk town in Montana, hilarious. Then you have the big fat effeminate gossip. Could be gay, don't know, don't care. Just want to get away from him. I want to go home and take a bath because he's so effeminate. He gives me the heebie-jeebies because I'm a red-blooded American male and I'm not a homophobe, but he gives me the creeps. And you know the kind I'm talking about. Okay? Before he taught band, he was a bartender or something. Real quality people. Okay? Then you got the rich woman who basically is too good to be there. Full of herself. And then you got, the older teachers that work at small schools that are overworked and underpaid. And by the time 4 o'clock comes, you feel like you need a Valium salt lick. You feel like you got to get out of there. Now, my advice to you is if there's any way possible, avoid these people. Because for some reason this weekend I had a feeling that I wanted to spend money. I wanted to go buy myself a 100-inch TV or do something nice for myself. And why did I do it? I believe that it's because I was emotionally drained from that meeting. By the time I left, I was completely like, I don't even want to breathe right now. I just want to go somewhere, sitting in a dark room, and just have quiet. That's exactly how I felt. I just want quiet. Now, why do we have to go through this? I don't know. I'm looking at maybe trying to get somebody to take my place, and I will pay them. I literally will pay them $100 to go there and to schedule my choirs and be out of there by 1 or 2 o'clock. I'm being absolutely serious. If the year we do the festival, I will pay somebody $200 to sit there with these people and let them enjoy the fun. I'm tired of the freak show. I'm kind of done with it. This is my 19th year of the freak show, and I'm tired of it. It's the same people. They just rotate them in. They shuffle the deck. And so anyway, Music Man, beware of emotional leeches. If there's any way you can get away from them, any way at all that you can get away from them and escape, run. Run. And we'll also talk about those family members that are that way. The family members with perpetual problems that are unsolvable. Anyway, Music Man, thank you for letting me vent. I hope I gave you a few laughs. But this is just not probably going on. Anytime you meet with a group of people, you're going to have some really, really fun times watching the freak show. Take care. See ya. Bye.